Hey, how's it going out there? I know you've all seen one of these before. It's a Rubik's Cube. You probably got one sitting around the house somewhere. You probably peeled the stickers off of it and all that crap and probably ruined it. But anyways, some people don't know how to solve these. I'm going to do a little instructional video here to show you how to solve these things. Standard Rubik's Cube thing, you want to mess it up at least 40 turns, is I believe the rules for cube solving. But this one, we just done a bunch of random stuff there. So it's pretty messed up. What you want to do is you want to start with one side. And try to solve that side first. I usually start out with the white side because it's just the side I start out with. And you notice that whatever side you start on, the opposite, notice the opposite color, because these aren't ever going to move. It's always going to be white, and it's always going to be yellow. Well, on this cube, some of them are different. Some of them maybe have blue there. But anyways, on this one, it's white, and completely opposite of is yellow. So keep that in mind as we're solving this here. What you want to do is solve the white first. You want to do a little white cross here, and you want to line these colors up on the edge with the ones that you're doing on the white. So you find like this red and white one. Since this red and red is already lined up here, you're kind of good to go. So you would just turn that up to the white matches. That was a pretty easy one. Now when we go to the other ones, say like this, well, this orange one's going to go too. You got lucky on that one too. Since this is orange and orange, you just turn this white right up there, so you got those lined up. Now here's going to get a little tricky, so pay attention. This is blue and white. You know this white's got to go up there, but this has to touch the inner side here. Has got to be blue. So whenever we get this white, and this blue has to line up with that other blue. So you want to kind of turn this bottom till you find the blue, and when you find the blue, you'll turn it up. But you just messed up the other one you solved here, so you want to turn it down and get it out of the way real quick, and then bring that back so your red's still lined up. Now you got your blue lined up right here with your white. So then you can just turn that up to your white. Now you got that. Now you got to find your one more here. You got green and white here. So on this green and white, you want to get this matched up with the green. But you don't want to mess this up. So you turn this temporarily, get that out of the way, and then bring that up. So you're keeping that the same there. Now we go to look for the green. Turn the bottom, and we found the green right there. But don't mess up the orange while you're doing this. So you want to turn the green up temporarily, get that out of the way, and then rebuild. So you get the orange back in spot, and then you can turn your green up. So now you got your white plus there with the green, the red, the blue, and the orange. So now that we got all that part going, we want to solve for the corners. So in order to do the corners, you got the white on this side, and since this is green and white, you want to match this up till you find green. So your white's on this side. So you know this basically has to be right here like this. So you want to turn that up so the green and the white match up, but you're going to mess this up. So before we can do that, we actually have to move this out of the way temporarily, bring this down, then we can bring, whoops, I went the wrong way, I turned the wrong way, move this out of the way that way, and then bring this down, and then you can bring it over and back up. Now you got the green in the right spot. And we'll just do that with all the sides. We'll go back and find the orange here, temporarily move that out of the way, bring that down, bring that up. Now you got the orange in the right spot. Finds the next one here. We got the red. We want to turn the red. Red needs to be right there, so temporarily move that out of the way. We turn this, bring that down. So now the red's in the right spot. We got one more corner to go here. We want to find that other corner. It's going to be red on this side, so we would want to get that right there. See how that white, red needs to be up there. So temporarily we move this out of the way. I moved it the wrong way, sorry. Bring this down, and then we can move that red right back into that right spot there. And now we have the whole first layer solved and lined up. Red, blue, orange, green. So now we just don't worry about this part kind of right now. Flip this over. Now we got to get these edge pieces because they're not right. The center pieces are, but the edge pieces aren't. So on the second layer, what we need to do is find one of these that doesn't have yellow, because down here is the yellow. None of these will actually have a piece that's missing yellow. So if a piece is yellow down here, we know it needs to come out. So in order to do that, we need to find the green and the orange. Since this doesn't have yellow, that's what we're looking for. The green and the orange here. We want to turn that till it lines up with green. Once we line this up with green, we want to look up top here. Since that's orange, we want to see which side orange is on. Since it's on this side, we want to move it to the furthest away side, bring that up, bring that over. And then once we bring that over, we can rebuild that and get that, and look at that, the green and the orange match up. Well, we got to temporarily move that out of the way, move that back. So now we got that part done. And there's the green and the orange right there where it should be. We're going to do the same thing with the other one. Find the next one that doesn't have a yellow on it up here, which is going to be a red and a green. So we want to match this up till we get the red. Since the red's right there and the green's over on this side, we want to move it far away. Bring this up. Here, bring the cubes up. Bring that up. And then once it's up and we do this turn, it's going to bring it so the red and the green both line up with the white like there. We got to move it out of the way temporarily so we can put this in place though. So we bring it down there, and now that piece is in place. We want to go to the next piece. We got a blue and a red right there, so we need to find a blue. And since this is red over here and red over here, we want to move it far away, bring this up, over, and then once it's over, we can put the white back down there, rebuild, bring that up out of the way for a second, and then put that in. And now that piece is in the right spot. Now we want to go to the next piece. Here we got the blue and the orange, so we want to line this up with the orange. Since the blue's on top and the blue's over here, we need to move it over to here. So we move it over there, bring that out of the way, do that, and then once that's down, we bring this up, so with the white lines up, bring that down into place. So now we have all the white still, and the whole second layer is solved. Now that we're done with the second layer and the first layer, we want to move to the top layer. We want to do the same thing that we did with the white on the other side. We want to have a yellow plus right here. So in order to do that, we have to, there's 4 different stages that you can have here. It's just going to be a single yellow, or it could be a yellow shaped like this, or it could be a yellow line, or a yellow plus. We're already in the stage where it's like a little V shape here. So we're gonna, it's the same maneuver for no matter which way it is. You just got to do it a different amount of times. In this case, we're going to go down with it pointing, and up, over, down like that, and then you want to bring this back, but you're going to have your white over here, so you want to make sure you correct that down and get that in your white. Now we have a yellow line here. That's the next stage. The next stage after this is going to be the yellow plus. So if we do that same maneuver one more time, down, up, over, down, over, and then rebuild. Now we have the yellow plus right there. Now that we have the yellow plus, we want to look and see if our edge pieces line up. We got a green, that don't match up, that don't match up, and that don't match up. Let's turn it and see if we can get 2 to match up. Look, there's 2. We got the orange and the blue. But now we don't have these 2 lined up. So we want to do, with this orange here on this side that's lined up, well, we're going to do this maneuver right here. It's going to make these 2 pieces change. So bring this up, over, down, turn it again, bring this back up, and now we'll turn the top twice and then bring that down. And then let's see if our pieces match up now. We got orange, blue, red, and green now. So that worked out. So now that we got all the edge pieces lined up, we just need to worry about the corner pieces. We need to find and see if there's any corner pieces that are already in the right spot. And look, there's a corner piece that's already in the right spot right there. So that's a good thing. Since that corner piece is already in the right spot, we look at the other ones. We're going to watch this piece right here. It's just going to move back and forth while we rotate these other ones around because they're wrong. Over, up, move it back. It's back in the same spot it was. We move this up. Now let's move it over here for a second. Bring this back down. Move that down. And now these all just rotated. We got lucky and just solved the whole thing right there. Look at that. And that's how you solve a Rubik's Cube. Have a good day.